Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that once I post video you will get an alert. Okay, so this dress has been made and this is the video, so you can equally watch how I was able to pattern it. For this particular video, it will be sewing alone. We'll be doing the sewing alone. I've already cut on the fabric, so we're about to start now. Okay, so guys, this is my front, okay, and I've cut it. This is the lining and this one is the fabric, okay, and I've already ironed my interface on it, even my breast pad. This is it, okay. This is my breast pad. I've padded it, okay. So this is it, okay. Then for the lining, I did same with the lining, no padding, just the interface. I've already put interface on it, okay. So I would like you to just pay attention to the video. You'll be learning a whole lot of things in this video, okay. So right now we'll be joining this, okay. So this is how you pin it. You pin from the downside of your fabric to the armhole. So I'll quickly do that, okay. So I'm pinning the other side of it, okay. This is the way you pin it to join it to be the way it should be, okay. Pinning will also help you to sew neatly, okay. So I'm going to sew it, join it. I'll do the same on the lining too, okay. So this is it. So if you have any question on this video, just drop it on the comment section, okay, and I'll respond to you. So I'm going to sew it the same way, okay. So here comes my front. I've joined it together and I've given it a good ironing, okay. So the next phase we'll be going into now is how to turn the neckline, okay. So with my fabric, and this is my lining, I'm going to face the fabric to the lining, okay, as they're facing each other. So I'll be sewing on this point, okay. I'll be sewing there, and that will help us to turn our neck accurately. So this is where I'll be stitching, okay. So guys, I've turned it and I've top stitched on it. So it's necessary that you top stitch so that your lining can lie very flat. As I finish top stitching, I'm going to take my scissors and quickly cut off this side. So I'm notching on it, okay. It's very necessary that you notch too. It also helps the lining to relax very flat, okay. So right now, the next thing that I'll be doing is to shape our armhole. So my armhole is 8.5. So I will measure it like so. I'll mark my 8.5 and trim it off, okay. So this is the way you trim off your armhole, okay. So I'll take it like so. Good. I'll also do the same on my lining, okay. Okay, perfect. So that is it. Right now I'll be closing my armhole. See the way I opened it up, okay. So I'll gently turn it like so, the right side facing the right side like so, okay. Okay, good. So this is it, okay. So I'm going to stitch on this point, okay, with my 0.5 inches. That's my sewing allowance. I'm going to sew it, okay. Good. So you can quickly mark it with your chalk in order to follow that line to give it an accurate curve, okay. So this is mine, okay. See the way it is, see how beautiful it is, okay. This is it, okay. So the next thing I did was to top stitch on it too, okay. When you top stitch, top stitching is necessary, okay. your lining will always lie flat. So this is it. I've top stitched on it. So I'll quickly take off this point. Okay, I won't be needing it anymore. Good. Okay, so I will turn it and give it a good press. Okay, so this is it. I've also ironed it. As you can see my iron beside there. So I've ironed it. Okay, you see how beautiful it is looking. Okay, so I'm through with this one. Okay, so here is my back. We're going to do almost all the things we did for the front to the back too. So I'm bringing this facing, this is our center back facing each other. Okay, I'm going to take off my one inch for my zipper allowance. Okay, so see the way I'm facing it right now. Okay, so whatever you mark for your zipper allowance, just take it off with loose stitch. Okay, so I've done mine. Okay, so I'll take this point and face each other like so. Okay, so I'll repeat the same process for my own lining. Okay, so here is mine. I've done it. Okay, I've joined it together. So this is my lining too. See the way I iron my seam open. Okay, so this is it. I'm trying to turn the neckline too, as I did for the front, with it facing each other. So this is it. I'll stitch here. Okay, they are facing each other, as you can see clearly. So I'm going to use 0.5 inch, whatever bit your allowance you brought out, so you can stitch it on it. Okay, so this is it. I have done mine. I've stitched on it. Okay, good. I've stitched it. Just trying to show you that I've done it. Okay, so the next thing I'll do right now, for those of us that does not know about top stitching, so this is it. This is the way you top stitch. You open your lining like so. You go and stitch on that point. Okay, you stitch on it, tiny stitches. Okay, so that the line, to have the lining to lie flat. Okay, just stitch like that on it. Okay, so I've stitched mine. Okay, only on the lining. Okay, so this is what you should be having. Okay, so I'm going to take off this point because I won't be needing it anymore. I'm trimming it off neatly. Okay, good. As you can see, I've not ironed it. See the way it's lying already. Okay, so I'll be ironing it to make it flat and neat. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing is to turn my armhole. Okay, so with the fabric facing the lining like so. Okay, so I'm going to stitch on it around here with my 0.5 inch for my sewing. Okay, so I'm trying to close this point, as in the armhole. I'm going to close it. Okay, so this is it. Okay guys, I've done mine. Okay, and I've also top stitched on it. Okay, so I'll quickly take off this part that I won't be needing again. Okay, so this is it. Perfect. So let me bring it out. Okay, you see it, I've brought it out and I've given it a good press too. Okay, so right now I would like you to pay attention here so that you not get confused. Okay, this is my back and this is my front on it, with the both sides facing each other on the sleeve parts. Okay, so you see it. So I'll put one into one just like so. Okay, I purposely brought it to the camera for you to see. Okay, so I'm going to bring it out. Okay, opening the lining like so. I'll bring it out from there. Okay, you need to practice this like often for you to get familiar with this. Okay, but believe me, you can do it. Okay, so this is it. I've brought one out from one. Okay, so I'm trying to arrange it to tell you the next thing that you will do. So these are the challenges you still face in case you do yours. Okay, so make sure that you make it align from one end to the other end. Okay, see the way I'm trying to make it align. Okay, you see it? I'm trying to fix it. You see it? Okay, good. So I'm going to join it by 0.5 inch, my sewing allowance. Okay, I will stitch on it and show you. Okay, good. So right now, as you can see, I've stitched on it. Okay, so this place I'll be taking it off entirely because I won't be needing it. Don't forget to take it off. If you don't take it off, your sleeve won't lie flat. Okay, so I'm trimming it off. Okay, good, good. So you can take it in so that you not take off your stitch. Okay, so I'll bring it out like so. You see it? So this is it. Perfect. See how neat it is. Okay, so this is what you should have by now. So for the net, I have 2 years of net here. So this is 2 years of net that I have here. So you remember that place you close for your zipper? You'll be opening it now. Okay, maybe a little, so that you can be able to fix your net on it. Okay, so you measure from that your zipper allowance. Okay, measure from there to your armhole. Okay, the other armhole. So that is where we are going to fix the net. Okay, from this point. Okay, you measure to this armhole. Okay, so it will determine the length. It will help you determine the length of your net. Okay, so remember to add your zipper allowance on it, your zipper allowance length, because if you measure from that point, okay, from as in with your zipper allowance close, you will not get the accurate length. Okay, so you open up that stitch that you did. Okay, and when you open it up, you will know the accurate length to measure. Okay, so this is my net. Okay, see how it is. So I'm going to measure my length on it. I've measured and I've cut the one that I'll be needing. So at this end, I'm going to gather it. Okay, I've gathered it. Okay, see, I've gathered it. You can see it. I've gathered it. So right now, I'll now fold it into two. Okay, see the way I'm folding it now. Okay, I folded it into two. So I'll stitch on that end. Understand? This will make it to have volume. Okay, I'm going to stitch there. So I've stitched on it. So I'll quickly take off this point. Okay, if we do it exactly this way, it will make that place to have a thickness. Don't make your net to be scanty. Okay, if it's scanty, it won't be nice. So I'm cutting off that point that I won't be needing. Okay, so right now I'm going to bring it out from this other end. Okay, good. So this is the way we're going to do it now. Okay, so see it, I've opened up my zipper. Okay, so I'm going to fix this net. Just make it to lie flat. Okay, I'm going to fix it. Then I'll take it to this armhole. You see it, and stitch it on the armhole. Simple. So this is it. I've done it. Okay, you see it, I've done it. So that's my zipper area. You see it. So you trim off whatever will make it to bulk there. Just trim it off so that it can be able to lie flat. So this is my armhole area. That place is not, it will never be an issue. And it's only the zipper that will have an issue if you don't take off the excess. So we're through with that part. So for the skirt, this is the skirt. I will remove it quickly. Okay, good. So first of all, we're going to hold our darts. Okay, that's the first thing you should do right now. So I'll measure my darts and mark it. You know, to measure your dart is your bust point to bust point. So whatever you have there is what you measure on that dart, in case if you didn't take off note of it. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so I'll do it on the both side, even on my lining, and show you. Okay, so this is it. I've darted it. Okay, so I'll keep it aside. So this is my back. Okay, so this is my back. I'm going to sew it as my zipper allowance, okay? So from this point, I will sew my loose stitch and stop at where my zipper will stop, okay? So when I stop it, and I will now sew a very strong stitch from that place, my zipper will stop to the other end, okay? So I'll still do the same thing on my lining, okay? So this is it, okay? So don't forget to also create your dart on your back, okay? Because I would also do the both side, even on my lining I will do it, okay? This is it. I've done everything. That is my dart. I've done my dart, okay? So I will still show you my front, and this is my front. I've also put my dart on it, okay? So this is it, okay? And on the lining, I've done the same thing too, okay? I just want to show you that I've done everything, okay, on the skirt. So I'll keep it aside, okay, so that I would enter the next phase. Good. So this is the wrap front, okay? This is it. And I have here with the lining, I have the lining too. So I've also put interface. Don't forget to put interface on it. It will make it to be stable, okay? So with the right side, this is the right side, okay? Facing the right side, I'm going to put the lining on it because I want to turn this point, okay? So I'm trying to arrange it now, okay? So that the whole thing will align, okay? So the first thing that I'll do is to stitch from here to that end, okay? To this point, okay? Leave that point open. Leave it open for now. Just stitch here. Stitch this point to here, okay? So I've done mine. You see the way it is. You see this. You see it. I'll also top stitch. Please top stitch. If you don't top stitch, your line will be coming out, okay? And it won't be nice. See it. It will be coming out. So I've top stitched mine, okay? So I will also give it a good press so that the whole thing will lie flat, okay? So this is it, okay? Good. So the next thing I'll do right now is to bring my front. That's my front on it. I've put it there, okay? So I'm going to stitch it, a loose stitch, just to help it pin down together so that they will not be worn, okay? So I've done it, okay? So the next thing I'll show you to do again is this point. See what you would do, okay? You know the skirt and this is not the same length. So if you know where your length will stop on your skirt, this is where you apply it now. But first, open it this way, okay, and stitch it like this. See, you're going to stitch it, okay? Let me show you, okay? See, at this point, I put my 1.5. This is where my folding will stop, okay? When I fold it like so, this is where it will stop, okay? That means this point now, if I'm stitching it, I'm going to stitch it where that my folding will stop, okay? So see, it's I will stop at that point. So I'll measure it, okay? I'll measure it now. I'm trying to check where it stopped. That's 4 inches. So it can be another inch on your own, okay? So I'll sew it and turn it. So I've sewed it now to close it up. So I'll quickly turn it because that place will be showing. That's why you need to close it up like so. So I'm trying to bring out that end so that it will point out, okay? So this is it. This is it, okay? I'll quickly iron it, okay? So this is what you should have to. So guys, see, if you watch a video and you don't understand, you can also rewatch it, as in take it back a little to get it accurately, okay, so that you not make mistake. But in case if you have any question, just drop it at the comment section, okay? So now I've brought my back, okay, facing the front. I'm trying to join it together by side to side, okay? So I've joined it. Okay, I've joined it. You see how beautiful it is. Okay, see that side. You see how beautiful it's lying. Okay, so this is my lining. Okay, I'm going to also bring the back. Okay, and face it to join it on both sides together. Okay, so I'm going to join it side to side now. Okay, yes, I'm going to join it. Okay, good. So this is it. See how beautiful it is looking too. Wear iron underneath. So this edge you should also remember to iron too. So because I'm going to iron mine. Okay, so we are through with the dress. We are through. This is the upper side and this is my skirt. So you should join it by your 0.5 inches on the waistline. Okay, so I'll be joining mine. Okay, so that we can enter the sleeve. Okay, so remember to join the side too. Okay, so this is it. We're going to pattern the sleeve quickly. Okay, so this is the paper is folded at the center. So I'm going to come down by 1 inch. This 1 inch is just imagine. Okay, is nothing. I just want to make the picture clear. Okay, okay, this is it. This is the line. Okay, so for now I'm going to measure my length, the length of my sleeve, which is 6 inches. Okay, it's a small sleeve. Okay, 6 inches. Okay, good. So I'll rule it. Okay, I'm going to really give it a straight line by connecting the dots. Okay, good, good. So this is what I'll be needing for now. So for here, this is my sleeve head. Okay, I've labeled it and this is my sleeve length. Okay, okay, good. So now we're going to get the other one. Okay, and to get it, you get your this thing, just half of your armhole. This is my bodice. Okay, so see where see what I'm trying to show you now. Here is the half of my armhole, which is 4.2. Okay, so you see it. I'm trying to show it to you again. Okay, so let me measure it. That's half of my armhole, which is 4.2. Okay, that's your armhole divided by 2. Okay, whatever you have there, that is what you should measure from that sleeve length to this point. Okay, so this is it. I've marked it. Okay, so I'm going to write it. I'm going to label it for you to see. Well, first I'm trying to make the line longer. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is my cap width. Okay, so right now we're going to connect these points together. Okay, so for your sleeve head, arrow S is round shoulder, mine is 46.5. Okay, so this 46.5, I'll minus my strap to strap measurement from it. So my strap to strap measurement is 11.5. Okay, so I'll minusing it from it. Okay, so but in this my strap to strap measurement, I'm going to times it by 2. That's for the front and back. Okay, so for my front I have 11.5 and for my back I also have 11.5, so times 2 of it. Whatever you have is what you record. Okay, your strap to strap measurement is one hand of your bra to the other hand of your bra. Okay, so I'll be minusing 23 from 46.5. So what I have now is 5.87, which is 5.8. Okay, so on this my sleeve head, what I'll mark there is 5.8. Okay, so this is it. Okay, good. So the next thing we'll be finding is our cap's width. Okay, so your cap's width to get it is bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. Okay, so my bust is 4 to 1 divided by 6 plus 1.5. So what I have there is 8.3. So right now on this my cap's width, I'm going to mark 8.3 like so. Okay, so I'll quickly mark it. Good, good. So the next thing is on the sleeve length, and this sleeve length is your bicep. Your bicep is your round sleeve. Okay, so mine, I'm going to divide it by 2. Okay, but mine is 15.5, so dividing by 2, I'll be having 7.6. So right now at this point, I'm going to mark 7.6. Okay, good. Okay, good. So the next thing that I'll be doing is to connect these dots together. And looking at my French curve, I'm using the flat part of my French curve, so you don't have to use the curvy area. Just connect the dot the way it is. Okay, so if you connect it fine, you will not have any issue joining the sleeve. Okay, so beautiful. So the next thing I have to do is to add my sewing allowance on each side of it. Okay, so I'll quickly do that. So I've added it. You can see 0.5. Then for here, I added 1 inch. So here is also 0.5. Okay. So right now at this point, I just want to add a little thing so that by the time I cut it on my fabric, I will not fall short of fabric. So this is it. Okay. Just add a little thing. Anything by the time you fold it, if it has excess, you can quickly trim it off. Okay. So it's better than having excess than not having anything to use and um cover up a little mistake. So this is our sleeve. Okay, see how beautiful it is. So see that point, when you fold it, you can take off that edge, okay, if you don't need it anymore. So this is it. So that is nice. I'll be cutting it on my fabric right now. Okay, so here it is on my fabric. See how beautiful it is looking. Okay, so guys, always appreciate your work. So this one is beautiful too, right? So this is my net. I'm going to pleat this net on this. Okay, right now there are many ways you can do this. You either gather a huge part of net and put it on it and cut out the shape, or you do this one that I'm trying to show you right now. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pin it. Okay, see it, see the way it's looking. Okay, I'll pick. Once I pick, I don't have a particular measurement, but once you pick it, you pin it on both sides to still give you that shape. Okay, you can also gather a net, as in gather huge net, put it on top and cut the edge. In every drape, this is called draping, there must be a base. Okay, so this is my own base, so I'm trying to wrap this thing on it so that I can have that shape of my base. Okay, so see the way I'm doing it. I'll gather, I'll pin on both sides, I'll gather, I'll pin on both sides. Okay, so if you want it to be exactly as it is on that lady's body, as in on the picture that we are sewing from, you can gather it. When you gather, you drop on it and trim up the shape, as in the shape. Okay, so this is what you should be having on your own ends too. Just pin it. You take a little, you pin on both. Okay, so there's a whole lot of hard work on this sewing. Okay, but believe me, once you get it right, you'll be happy that you did so. Okay, so I'm trying to encourage you, don't get tired of making your work look so neat and beautiful. Okay, so this is it. So guys, you can join our Facebook group, Sew with Donabry. Okay, join. You're always welcome. I'll always be there to accept your friend request. If you're in that group, you also get notified once I post video. I post it there too for people to know that I've posted video on my YouTube. Okay, so this is it. I'm trying to make you see it. I don't just want to cut it off. I just want you to learn it. Okay, so this is it. I've done it. So I'm going to cut out the shape that I'll be needing, like so. I'll get my scissors right now and cut out the shape according to the base. Okay, remember the base is the fabric. Okay, so I'll quickly cut it. So this is it. Okay, I hope you've learned a lot in this video. You know, one thing about video is this: you will not be learning only that particular style. You also learn how to achieve other things on another style. Okay, or maybe if you're sewing, you've learned a whole lot of things, starting from the drafting to the sewing. I believe you've learned a whole lot of things. So that is it. So guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. So here is my lining. Okay, so right now I'm going to turn use the lining to turn this, okay? But before that, I have to get my nets, okay? You know this net, it draped as in it falls on the sleeve too. So if you want, you can cut it flay style and do this. But my client wants it straight and simple, okay? So this is my net, okay? So your net should be equivalent to your length, as in the height of your, as in the length of your dress, okay? So right now I'm going to gather at this point, okay? I'm going to gather it, okay? So I've gathered it, you see it? So I'll place it in front of the sleeve, okay? Okay, see the way it is. So getting my lining, this is my lining. First thing I will do with my lining facing everything now, I'm going to stitch here, okay? I'm going to stitch here the upside first, okay? I've stitched it, okay? As you can see, I've stitched it. See it? This is it. So I'm going to take off this point. Please try to take off all this excess. Once you stitch and you'll not be needing it anymore, take it off. It will help your seam to relax and to lie flat too, okay? So see it? So this is it, okay? I've turned it, okay? You see it? So I first close up the upper part. You see the way it's looking right now, how beautiful it's looking. So don't mind your pleating, hence this your pleating, you've done it, it will remain like that, okay? Once your client wears it, it will tighten up. So it's meaning the downside, okay? So right now I'm shifting this net aside, okay? So I'm going to bring the lining like so. So the lining, I'll be bringing it forward like this, okay? I'm trying to turn the down part of that sleeve. So with this lining, okay, like so, and you see that the other net, the long one, the way I shifted it aside. So I'm going to stitch. So I'll be bringing that net from that point, okay? So I'm going to stitch here, which I've stitched, okay? So I'm going to cut off the excess, okay? So I'm cutting it off. I won't be needing it, okay? I'm cutting it off, okay? So I'll gently bring out my my long nets, okay? You see, I'll bring it out. So this is what you should be having on your own too, okay? So this is it. So don't mind the pleat, it's permanent now. It's like it's looking that way because your client has not worn it. By the time they wear it, it will tighten, okay? And by the time I join the both sides together, it will still remain firm, okay? So this is it, okay? This is our sleeve. See the way it's looking, okay? So by the time we close it up, it will remain like this, okay? So I'm going to join my sleeve right now on the dress, okay? See how beautiful it's looking. So I'll join it and we'll now work on the belt. You know, this dress has belts, so that'll be the next thing we'll be doing, okay? So here is my belt, okay? See my belt. So I have 5 inches for the width, okay? Because I'll be folding it into 2 to join it with 1 inch, as in half inch on both sides. So if I fold it into 2 like so, okay, when I take off the 0.5 for sewing, it will now remain 2 inches on fold, okay? So I'll be coming out from the other end once I join it together, okay? So guys, I've joined it together. So I'll quickly get my dress to show you how I'm going to join it, okay? So this belt, it depends on what you want. If you want, you can join it from side to side, but for me, I prefer to join it from the zipper part, okay? So this is it. I just want to show you what it will look like, okay? So I'm going to join it. I'm going to fix it on my zipper allowance, okay? After that, I will add my zip, okay, and the dress will be ready for my client. Okay, so guys, I'll be posting the next video. That is how to make a trouser block. So I have how to pattern it on my channel, so you can watch that too. Okay, so don't forget to join us on our Facebook, so with Donabry. Okay, so thanks for watching and God bless you. So this is my happy client with her dress. The way she's dancing, she really loves the dress. Believe me, everything about the dress looks so cute. Just follow the procedure that I showed you guys. Believe me, you're going to get the same thing that I got. And as for the hairband, I also have it on my channel. You can watch too. Okay, so bye.